All right, welcome back to the Annihilation Line. We are on Mission 2, 2029.
Sleeping on the job, I see.
What?
Can't say that it never happened to me.
Hello, love interest number 1.
Oh, there they are. I knew I'd find them here. Are you okay? You were talking in your sleep.
Just a bad dream.
Baron's looking for you. We've got visitors that she wants you to meet.
Visitors?
A tech comm unit. At least what's left of it. Just a heads up. Something's going on. Everyone's walking around nervous.
I mean, it's Judgment Day. Of course everybody's nervous. We've been fighting a war for 32 years. Well, I mean, I guess 32 years since Bob's fell, not 32 years since there's a war necessarily, but, you know. Studies supposed to be events of the main campaign. Just defeated the first infiltrator. Return to base for study. See if we can reprogram. Second generation plasma. This is the purple ones, yeah. So we can use the red. Can't use the purple. Great. Oh, it's the soldier.
You know what's happening.
From the thing. From the other mission. He's seen better days. As have we, perhaps. Oh, and the robot toys in there, too. And a dinosaur! Best game of the year. It has dinosaurs. Awesome. Nice little Rexy or whatever in there. We got a microwave. We're living large. We got a Sonic's TV. Wow. What do we got over here? Ryan's letter. I believe Ryan was the black man, the elderly old guy with like the bus at the beginning of the main game / the base game. I tried to say both main and base at the same time and mangled the shit out of it. Blah blah blah. When I was pretty mouthy, some bigger strong. Nobody would mess with me because of my brother. Blah 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 blah. Shit beat out of me. Forge my own path. Yada yada. Give him room to grow. Ryan. Yes. Okay. I think Ryan died, didn't he? Or maybe not. Maybe he didn't die, or maybe he didn't die at this point. Because you, like, tell people to evacuate. You can evacuate, like, the shelter, right? So maybe he's one of those people that can evacuate from that. I've forgotten a few of the plot points, which is good, because it'll make for a better playthrough when we play through the base game on the channel. On higher difficulty. Okay, you want me to go over there, so I'm not going to go over there. We're going to look around first. Give me your gun. Huh? What you looking at? Oh yeah, I should jump more, because clearly we can jump on some stuff. There might be things to be found if we jump around. Or we might get stuck on the rubble. This truck is interesting. Hey, Ferro! How's it going? Corporal Ferro, the sapper from Terminator 1. Nice to see you here. Spoilers, I knew she was in the game, so this is not a surprise to me. I didn't necessarily know that we'd see her right now, but yeah, that's cool. I think she's... The name Ferro comes from the novelization, I believe, right? And I think in the novelization, JDO. Why is her tag JDO? Kyle Reese's tag is KRE for Kyle Reese. If her last name is Ferro, it shouldn't be D.O. Jane Doe? Is that what it is? Jane Doe? She should be younger, right? Because she's supposed to be, like, a kid, I think. Like 15, 16, something like that, in the novelization at least. It's kind of ambiguous in the film, her age, because you only see her in that one quick scene. She's got the helmet on and everything. She has the helmet on there, right? Yeah, she had the helmet on there. Kyle over here, I assume. Oh, and love interest number 2, Baron.
I was sorry to hear about your team.
Fucking ambush. I'll write it in the report.
That can wait. New orders have come in for you.
Excuse me?
I'm moving out right away.
We just lost 3 men. Me and Ferro need some time to recuperate.
I'm afraid that's not possible. Northridge Outpost has gone silent. You need to go there, find out what happened, and...
What? Check if their radio's on? You know that Skynet's been jamming our signal.
That may be true, but but you'll still need to see to this personally.
What the hell's going on, Baron?
Look, it doesn't make sense to me either. I could have sent a team of my own. They'd already be there and we would know what went wrong.
So, why didn't you?
Because the order's coming directly from John Connor. He insisted it be you.
Oh, her jacket says JDO as well.
So what's the plan?
I bet you it is Jane Doe's.
Go to Northridge.
Because they didn't do jackets for like everybody for some reason.
They're back to safety.
Hmm.
Their withdrawal is long overdue.
Word is that you captured a new Terminator model.
That's right.
Does Reese have his proper tag?
Top scientist
DN3.
analysis on it as
That sounds right.
Does that have anything to do with this mission?
Is it 416? Yeah, DN38416.
group of scavengers. So that's certainly a possibility.
I see.
Reese, Sergeant TechCom, DN38416. That sounds right to me.
He'll be joining you, along with Evans, as per Connor's request.
Hey, he's got the chin scar, but it doesn't look quite right. Should it be like more vertical?
Us.
Not like this, but more like this. I might be misremembering. But it does seem longer than it is in the film, too. At least, you know, T1, obviously. Okay, what are we doing? Making a character? 12 skill points given out to us right away? Okay. Stealth. Visual detection. Mark enemies. Visual detection. Damage. More damage. Ooh, first-gen plasma weapons. Faster reload. Second-gen. Violet. So, storyline-wise, we can't use these yet, I think. And I don't know if... Logically, there'd be a progression. We probably wouldn't be seeing Violet right away. I think we should get Red for sure. So let's do that. Well, let's look at everything else first. Bonus with grenades, disarm, laser traps, grenades, rockets, permanently disarm. Permanently disarm seems useful. Pick up. Okay. Oh, lockpicking for sure. Yeah, crafting I don't care so much about, but lockpicking and hacking, those are going to be the kind of things that let us see additional areas, right? Get more loot. Yeah, okay, we're taking these for sure. Why don't we just take all of these right away? Survival, backpack, extra inventory space, always useful, but also something we maybe don't need to take right away. Damage reduction. Damage reduction 50% and health regeneration is pretty good. But that's a lot of points to get there. We only have 6 points left too. We actually have to keep that in mind. XP, XP, XP. Probably DLC I think is like 4 hours or something. So if we want to see, we might want to take these for extra XP generation. Yeah, we could take all of this, and then we could actually still go back here, and we could still get red plasma. And that's all of our points. I think that's good. And then we can look at doing stealth, explosives, a point at least each. That way we can disarm, and we can have a little bit more stealth. Well, maybe not stealth. We'll do disarm for sure. Disarming traps even for a few seconds seems useful. Crafting, I'm not sure I'm interested in. And then backpack toughness we'll think about too, but we'll see how that happens. We could also just go for faster reload. That's actually pretty good.
Good. We need sharp eyes out there.
I wonder if that
Check the supply crate and gather your...
that dialogue's probably dependent on skills, right? Because he called me probably a marksman because I had weapons training, maybe? If I would have done all crafting, maybe he'd have referred to me differently.
Any questions before we leave, Rivers?
Many.
Why do you think John Connor selected us for this mission?
He must have reasons, he always does. To be perfectly honest, I learned a long time ago not to ask too many questions.
Why?
He's got this uncanny ability of putting the right people in the right places at the right time. It's a great skill to have when you're the commander of the entire resistance. So when John Connor...
He knows things.
I already know you'll do your job well.
It's not the worst, Reese.
What do you think about this mission?
Better than Jai Courtney or whoever.
The mission is straightforward, but I would have appreciated some advance warning.
But these are not normal circumstances.
Nothing is normal when Connor's involved.
Yeah. So
Learn that very soon.
we're setting up that the purpose of the mission is clearly not the actual purpose of the mission. Connor has some ulterior motive, which is why he's sending Reese.
What do you think about the team?
Corporal Ferro's a good fighter. for years. You and Evans? I'll wait until I know you better. But I'll postpone the introductions till you're on the road.
So Evans is either like cannon fodder, maybe? That might be the purpose. Hey, we got the oh, we got the map too. Not too much to get from there. We got the Terminator 1 car with the gun. Huh, you know, I always thought this gun was mounted on the back part of the roof, and then the gunner sat in the back seat and shot it. I didn't think the gunner was in the front seat. I'm gonna have to rewatch Terminator and see if that is true. That the gunner actually is in the front seat of the car. Huh. To be fair, I also remember there being like a different arrangement on the windows, like there being like mesh grating and plating over the windows and stuff. I don't remember it being so open. So this is probably not an exact replica of the T1 car. But I'm going to have to watch that sequence again. Maybe I'll just have to watch all of T1 again for fun. Why not? T1 is my favorite Terminator film, by the way. I am a T1 boy, not a T2 boy. Can we leave? Where's this go? Okay. That is probably the zone transition or whatever. Yeah, T1 is my favorite. I like the raw menace and desperate energy of that film. I love it. And I find myself a bit disappointed with the menace of the T-800 being undermined by Uncle Bob in Judgment Day, unfortunately, which is just the circumstance. Yep, sorry, Ferro. Hey, you got some scars there too, maybe on your cheek. I wonder if those are in the film. That might just be dirt. Can't tell. How much of this can I actually play with? I'm gonna get stuck on terrain and have to reload. That would be sad. Who else wants to talk to me? I'm not gonna click on the box yet. Yes. Love interest number 2. What is it?
Seems like you've been appointed a special task, alongside Kyle Reese, no less. Just so you know, regardless of what happens, there's always a place for you here.
There's something wrong.
Every once in a while.
What is it, edgy lady?
Comes along that nothing can prepare you for. I fear that this might be such an assignment. I hope that Connor made a wise decision selecting you for this mission. Besides, I need all the bodies I can get here. Any other questions?
Yeah, are your tattoos from before Judgment Day, or did you waste valuable time and like effort in the apocalypse getting tattoos? Because that would be weird.
What's the status on that second-generation plasma rifle?
Maybe she was just a really edgy teenager.
So there's a chance he'll have that gun ready before...
Early 90s goth.
I wouldn't hold your breath.
16. How old would she be, though?
To reprogramming Skynet technology. We're still looking for a spider scout he lost somewhere in the shelter.
Yeah, so he's still working on hacking the purple
I don't
plasma.
want to think about the alternative at this point.
Which means we can't use him yet. But, yeah, if she was 16 in Judgment Day, let's say, right, 1997, she'd be 48 right now. She don't feel 48. Is that math on that correct? Yeah.
What can you tell me about Kyle Reese?
Okay, so she was a really edgy 12-year-old, right?
Can't blame him for wanting to keep Reese close. He's a great soldier.
A really edgy 8-year-old, and she's 40 now?
Did you serve together?
Yes, we did. We used to serve under Perry. Back then, we were naive enough to think...
Rubber-skinned infiltrators.
Bad as things could get. Good times. After that,
And Perry. The Perry reference is cool, too.
he joined the North Division. Now we only catch each other between missions. He's too busy doing special tasks for Connor.
Did we see Perry in the main game? I don't remember if Perry actually showed up or if they just referred to him again. They talked about him. I remember his name coming up for sure. Perry's kind of weird because he's mentioned in Terminator 1. Reese says he served under Perry. And so he shows up in like comic books and video games and different stuff all the time with like different faces. It's really funny. I can't think of like another character from another medium like that, from another movie of any sort, that just shows up in like the extended universe of that franchise with a different appearance constantly, like Perry does in Terminator. I'm pretty sure Perry is in the Terminator Dawn of Fate game, and I'm pretty sure he shows up in like maybe a few different comic books too. And then, yeah, in this game, I don't know if he shows up or not, but he would also probably have his own appearance in here as well.
Who's
Who is
I've never
Evans?
seen him.
He joined us not too long ago. He's a survivor from another division, just like you. A sharpshooter. That's all I know, since he doesn't talk much, which I appreciate.
That's
Can we trust him?
a bit suspicious,
He asked me
maybe.
a question about you. If you're concerned, you can always take it up with Connor. He appointed him to this mission in the first place.
Okay, so Connor appointed Evans. This is Evans, right?
I'm ready.
Wide head, pretty solid build. He's a Terminator. Calling it now. Evans is a Terminator. Do you think if Connor appointed him, well, then it's probably because Connor like hacked him or something, right? A reprogrammed infiltrator, or he came from the future, another time traveler,
Thought that was him.
another protector.
So what's he like?
We're gonna go with he has faith in John
Seems to
Connor.
have a lot of faith in John Connor.
Don't you? I mean, he is the leader of the resistance. Wait.
Well, at this point, I haven't even met him, right? From what I remember.
What were you looking for back there?
Just some toys.
Looking for some of that D.
Hospital for the children, so she asked me to grab whatever I can. She's hoping to bring some normalcy to the shelter. Ever since they brought that machine in, everyone's been on edge.
I think Erin's the old lady. She's like a medic or something, right?
Voice
I think that's right.
familiar.
Do you want me to put it aside so that other
Short
people
white hair,
can
granny.
while you're out? I can do that. Just say the word.
You catty bitch.
So, what's on your mind?
Yeah. I wanted to ask you. You trust those guys, right? You stood face to face with that Terminator. So you'd recognize if something was wrong? I'm sorry. I shouldn't be putting any ideas in your head.
Yeah, they're definitely setting something up here with Evans. Because she's hinting at it
It's
too.
getting to me, too.
She's hinting that, like, we would recognize a Terminator. Why does every time I finish a conversation, the camera pans down to their breasts? That's a little weird there, game. I don't know what that's about. They are the love interest characters, which is something I freaking despise in video games. I always get annoyed by love interest characters. Like, not every epic quest needs a love interest. I'm a soldier of the resistance. My duty is to the human race, not to ladies. Damn it. I don't need romance in my Terminator video game. Although, you know what? It's more justified in Terminator than it is in a lot of other franchises, because at least that's a central part of Terminator 1. So, you know, there's more justification for it there. People bonding in a distressing situation. But, yeah, generally speaking, in video games, not a fan of romance subplots. I don't need to bang my companion characters, damn it. Okay. So our equipment has come from the supply locker. It looks like we gotta spend our money, our valuable resources here to buy some shit. Probably... Wait, why does the scope have a higher fire rate? Why does the scope increase the rate of fire on the gun? That doesn't make much sense. Still, probably not worth buying. That's a decent chunk of money there. I think what we want... I think I want these can grenades. These are pretty effective. Let's grab those. 4,200 left. We'll keep our one pipe bomb, I think. I don't know if I'm going to buy more. Generally speaking, in video games, I tend to not use grenades much, which is detrimental. Also ironic, because I've been playing a grenade build in Back 4 Blood, but... Generally speaking, I don't do that much. I think we should grab some more ammo. Maybe these knives are good, too. Destroyable sneaking by stabbing them in the back. Slot weapon wheel craftable. Oh, but yeah, that's sneak attack kills only. We did put points in the stealth. Maybe we don't buy the knives. Yeah, we can always try to craft some later. Once we put points in the sneak. Yeah, I don't think we'll buy the termination knife. We could do some med kits. And then some ammo. And then call it good. We'll just go with the gun we do have, but extra ammo for it, rather than picking up any of the other guns. I think that's fine. I don't see any reason to grab like a handgun or something. That seems like a waste of valuable resources. Let's buy... Yeah, let's not buy 10 med kits. Let's do... like Well, we'll do 2 for now. How much is ammo? 30. Is this 30 per unit? 126, 3,780. Oof. Yeah, okay. 30 per unit. Let's do 120 rounds. That'll leave us enough for another med kit. And then we spent everything. We got, yeah, so we got 3 med kits, 2 bombs, and just ammunition. No knives. None of these, like, what are these? Should have looked more at these, actually. Sticky bombs, remote detonators. Yeah, I mean, sure. Traps, whatever. Without knowing what we're going into, I don't favor traps anyway. We already got our explosive of choice, which is the canister bomb. I think loading up on explosives... Well, I guess maybe you load up on explosives if you do an explosive build, but I just want the can grenades for get out of jail free. Can we get back there? Hold on.
Rivers, open the gate. We're moving out.
No, that's blocked. Okay. We saw these people. We've been over here. Okay, so we've seen everything we have there. Let's switch. Maybe I'll save the canister grenades. We'll use the pipe bomb first if we get into a grenade situation. We used all of our points. We picked up 1. Oh yeah, the notes. Okay, yeah, so 3. So this is, the full DLC is 12 drops. 12 lore drops, lore items, whatever. Okay, cool. And we talked to everybody. I think so. Jennifer. Evans, did we talk to you? Can we talk to you? No, you just look at us. You're so a fucking Terminator with that jawline. Get the fuck out of here. He's an infiltrator. Baron, he's an infiltrator. Kill him. Well, I mean, he might be a good infiltrator. I mean, he probably is if he was sent by Connor. Yeah, because, like, okay, so the whole mission's framed as, like, Connor has some ulterior motive. Ooh, can I drive? Reese, can I drive the car? Can I drive the car, Reese? Reese, let me drive. Give me the keys. Give me the keys. Let me drive the car. Let's drive the car. Damn it. He's not going to let me drive the car, is he? But yeah, the mission's framed as John Connor has some ulterior motive, right? Which probably means John Connor knows the outcome of the mission already. Which probably means he knows Evans is a Terminator. So that means either Evans has a role to play in the mission that has to play out as like a Skynet infiltrator, or he came from like the future, hacked by John, or he comes to the present, hacked by John, being sent for backup on the mission. Okay. Yeah, that's probably the situation. We're going to Northridge to investigate their outpost have gone silent. Team led by Sergeant Kyle Reese. I also feel like Reese wasn't really Connor's right-hand man, per se. I think I always felt like the point was to keep him close, but not too close, to not draw attention to him, right? And making Reese your right-hand man would make him a target of Skynet by default. So I always felt like Reese was kept at arm's length. Obviously, Connor gave him a picture of Sarah that Connor like favored Reese, but I think Connor tried to tread the line of not bringing him too close. So this feels a little... This differs from my interpretation of how the future war played out between Reese and Connor. But that's fine. The game can do what it wants to do. I'm not too concerned about that. It's not something that's going to get me on some big fanboy tirade or anything. Like, how dare you make Reese Connor's right-hand man? It's like, no, I'm fine. Sure. Not what I would have done, but it's fine. Evans doesn't seem like much of a talker. Yeah, so they're calling it out again that Evans is a quiet, not talker. Like, Evans is a fucking Terminator. It's obvious. Maybe Ferro would be a good place to start. Well, anyway, we'll end this episode here, because I'm assuming this is a mission break. And we'll be back for the next mission in the next episode. Until then.